Hey everyone, how you doing today? I thought show you an update on this new carrier I've been working on. This is the old version, so this is what I showed you last week. I just want to talk about one thing on it that was troubling that I think I got rectified now on the newer version. I'll tell you just a second. So this one here, it was sort of coming along all right and everything like that, but then I had this big problem where I had this bridge on the front here, and I kind of wanted to keep it, but I could not figure out any good way to get pathing to go up there. Like I couldn't do a straight shot elevator. It's completely suspended over the hangar area, so there's no like floor below it. If I try to come in from the sides, there's thrusters there, and then the elevator would poke out of the side hall to get up to the same level as as this bridge area. So it's just really problematic, and I had to find a solution for that before I really moved on the build. So, well, anyway, here is the newer version of the ship. It's quite a lot more done now. So a lot of things have been done, but let's talk about the pathing first here. Uh, so obviously you got an elevator in this one. There's another one towards the back area of the ship there. This elevator actually is going to work out pretty good. It's a straight shot all the way up to the top, all the way up to this mining bridge. And now, yeah, it's a mining bridge now because on comments, someone suggested that maybe I add some drills. So I added some drills, and I'm probably cool with that. It probably won't come stock with these drills, but it'll have like some placeholders for it. I might change the layout a little bit with the grills. The only thing I really cannot do is have like a circular design like I normally would do a miner because there's just no room on the top or bottom to do that with. So I'd have to kind of like lay them out in a line, kind of like how they are. So there is that. So anyway, if we take the elevator straight out this way, it has access, at least on the front side right now, to get out to this side sloping landing deck here. So that's I'll have another one like this towards the back of the ship. And then also when you go up, you go the other direction. There is this like catwalk that goes up along the whole upper part of the hangar, and then it gets you into this whole bridge section. So yeah, that's kind of like the lower bridge section, and then the actual cockpit is right over there. So I decided to go with a bridge, and I know in the last video I kind of showed a version that had like some kind of bridge for the back of the ship, sort of. I decided to move it forward some, and the main reason, well, one of the reasons that I added the bridge up here is I really wanted to find a location to put this long range radar array, and I had like no places. If you look at like the hull on the past one, there's like nowhere I could stick it on the outside of the hull, not on the front, the back, the sides, top, the bottom, nothing. The only thing I could have possibly done with it is like put it in on the interior somewhere on the side of the hangar. I really didn't want to do that with it. So I was thinking, yeah, this bridge idea is actually going to give me a location to put that. Not to mention, I thought the bridge idea tends to look better than not having the bridge there. So that was those are kind of the reasons why I went with it. But it also was kind of working out too because it provided a neat pathway from this top center landing deck to get right into the bridge. And the same thing's going on the backside here too on the really large landing pad back here. Um, so it kind of gets you right in there. It keeps all the pathing nice and clean. And then this all lines up to the pathing that goes all the way throughout the rest of the ship and down the other elevators. So there's a lot of that going on. Once I got that done and was feeling a little more confident about the build and the pathing, getting that major problem fixed up, and I started working in on the production area. This is very early right now. Just kind of trying to get the layout and the all the container extensions and stuff installed. But what we've got here right now, at least, is we got 6 advanced constructors. It's got 4 640K storage bays on the outer walls here. It's got 2 deconstructors, 2 universal constructors, and well, it's technically got a couple small constructors right there, but that's probably going to move, and I'll probably have those on the interior of this area here once I get this finished off and more of these. And then it has a couple smaller boxes here that are incomplete right now, so they're not coming out to 320 yet. I gotta work that out. So probably a couple 320s there. So you get 4 640s, a couple 320s, and then I plan on adding more more storage beyond that. So it's going to have probably some more 640s. This back compartment, I'll have like a facing where you got access to the container or the your container controllers, and a lot of this will probably be filled in with more container extensions back there. They're expanding out the storage. There's more room up top and stuff within some boxes, especially if I sort that out a little bit better in there. So yeah, I got to get that finished up. On the other side, I believe this is where the farm is actually going to go. Now, originally, I was thinking this was engineering, but yeah, I don't think that was really going to work out very good. I just cut the video there. I had a cat. Well, anyway, kitties do kitty things. So yeah, probably a double decking or double decker farming section up over here. So upper level and a lower level, and I'm not sure how many grow pots that's going to hold, but figure it out if, once they build that up. On the front two compartments, up in this area here is probably going to be a lot of engineering, or like one half to be engineering and the other half to be on the other side in this frontal area here. And that, a place for the, I do want it to be house all the turbines, so the small, medium, and large turbines of like 4 each. It's going to need, your shield, your generators, warp drive, all that kind of fun stuff. Might even have some optional additional shield parts you could add into it. But I mean, this isn't a combat ship, and I'm not really like all that super concerned, especially about high-end shield parts and things like that. It's not what it's made for at all. So whatever I can fit in, a CPU, core block, and all that fun stuff. And then this open area in this general location will probably be just kind of side off landing pads. So if you want to park something and you don't want it like out in the middle of the hangar space over here, you'll have like more room to park things out over there. And again, the main goal of this thing is to be a carrier, to carry a lot of stuff, but also I wanted it to be like your base too. So a lot of storage, more so than like the make car and things like that. It's a bigger ship, should have more storage. Got way deeper thrusters too. So, and yeah, a lot of places to park stuff on it, and also CV repair. I'm planning it out around putting this secure bay right off the gates here. Now, one of the things that was really screwing me up with adding like the long range for this long range radar array and that other part there, and some other things, is the fact that I did go to a 2-block center on this build due to the force field parts that were available. To make the force fields work right, I had to kind of have a even number of blocks at the center, and that why I hate doing that is it causes all kinds of problems with all these other parts that are, like this is 5 blocks wide, so it's not going to center. It's impossible to center it on the build. So I built up this little asymmetrical, I don't know, rail thing that kind of looks like it's kind of meant to go to that part. That was the whole point of it. But yeah, I don't mind it so bad after that, even though it's not centered. Having that on the one side is kind of making it feel all right to me. Same thing went on with this CV repair bay over here, where like one side I'm trying to add in some blocks, and once eventually when I get around to texting the whole ship here, I'll try to like paint these over here to match this part, so it all looks like it's one piece that's 6 blocks wide instead of 5 blocks wide. Is kind of the general idea there. So beyond that, one last little feature I just wanted to bring up, and I don't have this fully worked out yet, but like say you're up in space and you turn off the gravity generator. I'll be sure to have a switch for that. You don't have to take the elevator. I'm kind of setting this up so you can jetpack around. Like if you were to fly up here, or jetpack right up here, there'll be like an opening up here. So you can just like fly. Want to get to the mining bridge, and then there's another one of those. It's going to be. This isn't quite lined up right now, but be like right in the back center of the hangar. So if you want to get up the bridge real quick, just get back right up here and hop into the pilot. So I'm trying to make that nice and fast. Now, on comments, so I want to answer a couple questions. One was suggested to put in a Helios module bay on the back here. I didn't really want to do that on this build. I mean, I like the function of it. Don't get me wrong. So I'm in agreement with you there. But at the same time, this whole build, I was trying to build to be a non-modular carrier. I I was under the impression that that's what the challenge was all about, to build a non-modular carrier. So instead, what I was trying to do is build some version or another, a new version of the old Happy carrier that I built a long time ago, which is a big pass-through hanger like this is. Or it goes straight through, no module base, none of that. Didn't have modules back then. Anyway, well, they weren't a thing back then. They could have been a thing back then, but they weren't. Um, so I didn't really want to do that. Another problem with this particular build, again, has to do with the double block center, is I couldn't center the module bay for a Helios module. It has to be like offset one block side or the other. So that adds in some some complexity. I'm not saying it can't be done. It can be done where there's. But yeah, it's like I really didn't want to do that. I really did not want to like wall this off, and you got to understand how big those modules are too. Like this ship that I also need to finish up. This one I did put a module bay back in. You can see how much room that actually takes up to fit in at least the Helios module. Some of the like the Astra and the Majora modules are smaller, but the Helios ones are pretty good size. So it really does need a large area to hold a module. This could do it, but yeah, then I would unless I made the ship longer, the module would come all the way up to about here, somewhere around this area here, and then there would have to be a wall here, and I mean, it could still work. It's just it wasn't what I was trying to build. If I was trying to build something around modules, holding modules, I would have built something entirely different. So that's kind of what wasn't my goal at all to use modules at all on it. So I wasn't planning that out ahead of time to do that. So there is that. Now something else was brought up about teleporters. And this is something that I gotta play with those and see how that works. Tell me if I'm wrong on this. Is it possible, like say up in the bridge here, I put in a teleporter, somehow I did whatever I needed to do the properties that teleported to say, hey, you're going to teleport down to another teleporter that's down here in production area. So could I just like do that, like walk into this teleporter and buzz back to the bridge and from the bridge back to here, and maybe add more, like have another teleporter in the mining bridge, have another teleporter in the farm, maybe one down somewhere in the hangar. I mean, I think that would be really really cool if you could warp around a build like that. Then I would have like up in the main bridge probably like a grouping of like 3 or 4 teleporters, like all chilling here, ready to so you can teleport to different areas of the ship. Or maybe I just need the one, and then you go into a menu and pick where you want to teleport to. But I would have to figure that out. It sounds pretty cool, and I think this would be a great ship to like teleport from one location to another, um, just to save walking time and things like that. Um, and yeah, that's always one of the biggest things that I usually worry about in any kind of functional build, at least. But just kind of building it for looks and for you to tour it or something like the Star Megalodon or something like that. I don't care as much, but when it's like, hey, I want to use this for gameplay to do gameplay things, I do care a lot about pathing. And with a build like this, it can induce a lot of walking, and I'm trying to make it as minimal as possible. And also, utilize jetpacks, especially in space. Now, keep in mind though, this ship is also meant to be parked on the ground, so yeah, you'll be in gravity environment a lot of times. So the pathing all has to work without being able to get back around too. So other than that, that's I think all I've got on it. The only other thing to really show you real quick was a quick little experiment I did. The like the one I just showed you is for further along than this one, but this one here, I had this idea. I was looking at it. I'm like, wonder what it would look like if I like copied the top half, flipped it upside down, and pasted it onto the bottom half. So like one block away to kind of have like that Star Destroyer kind of feel going on to it. And I just wanted to see what it looked like. And well, that's kind of what it looks like. Now, granted, on the center area, I also stretched this out. Did a really poor job of that, but it was quick. But that's kind of what it would look like if it was had the same kind of matching bottom slope as the top slope. I don't want to go with this because it doesn't add any value to the chip. I don't think it actually makes it really, in this case, look better either. It's kind of like extra thick now, and I kind of like the lower profile version better. But I just want to see what it would look like for the heck of it. Wondering if I could someday do a build design idea around that, or maybe a little skinnier one way or the other. I don't know yet. Other than that, that is all I've got for today. Please let me know what you think of the chip so far, and if you got any other suggestions or comments or anything like that, please let me know. Other than that, I will talk to you later.